Hi, I'm doing something different. And as always, with like not the right tools for the job. So it's going to be a little odd. One thing I'm noticing on this Zoom, the camera, I'm grainy and the graphic is sharp. So it's a little bit like a Barbara Walters interview. And I get to be Barbara Walters. That's a dated reference. So I caught this and I liked it. Toxic positivity is forced false positivity. Um, and I got to thinking about I see so many memes and stuff that are shared. And it's like we're supposed to feel really uh, good and positive all the time. So it's yet another reason why I try to serve up so much shitty realness. So I just had some stuff I wanted to comment on, and it's a little uh, negative, but so these are things I saw earlier today. Someone with depression will never get tired of hearing you um, saying any of these things to someone with depression will mean so much to them. Please share to raise awareness. So these posts, I'll talk about it first. Um, so as someone who's, I've got decades of experience living with depression, and my main point for doing this is to say that we're all different, and so I don't like. I mean, to me, it's a false positivity to act like there's this one size fits all mentality that can fit on a social media meme. But I also will have something to say at the end about criticizing too. Okay, so here's one. It's okay if you don't want to talk. We can just sit here together till the storm passes. Okay, mostly I like this, even though, well, I don't like necessarily flowery language. The storm passes. I mean, it's just, it's not clear. And plus, also, okay, so I love it's okay if you don't want to talk. We can just sit here. Like, that's enough. Because if you're going to sit here together until the storm passes, does that mean you're going to sit with me until I am no longer depressed and I'm completely well? Because that is kind of, I mean, even if it weren't COVID times, it'd be like, um, till death do us part, basically. I mean, are you asking me to marry you? Is that what you're saying? Because otherwise, maybe just say, let's hang out. I want to be around you. I like you. I like your company. Even like this, we don't have to talk. And I'm fine with that. Or we could do a thing like a puzzle or blah, 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 and you don't have to talk about anything. Like that part of the advice I like. The storm passes. I'm just like, why? Unnecessary. I'm proud of you for still being here. Some days just surviving is enough. Now this one irks me a little bit because it not everyone who's depressed is suicidally depressed, and I feel like um I mean, your relationship with your friends and whoever you're talking to. So I don't think that uh there shouldn't be topics that are off limits, but at the same time, do you want to put ideas in people's head? I mean, do you need a trigger warning on your conversation? Because I would say don't say this one. I would say let the person lead. Um, and I don't like just surviving is enough. I mean, that sounds minimizing to me. I would say, maybe that's okay. I mean, survival is what matters. So, yeah, sometimes that's the best we can do. But I don't know. I don't know. But now, let me be, if I wasn't clear already, I'm trying to think of how I would feel or would have felt if these things were said to me at a time when I was at my lowest. So that's where I'm coming from. I am not coming from at this from the standpoint of a professional. You could, somebody could come at me and say these things are well researched and, put out by professionals, and I'll get to more of that at the end. Um, your depression isn't due to weakness, it's because you've been strong for too long. Well, I mean, this has the benefit of rhyming. Um, I just feel like it's really slogany. Uh, Also, is the person saying this, which is, I mean, I'm thinking this is for friends, right? Is the person saying this an expert on, I just, like telling the other person your depression isn't due to weakness? I mean, like, again, slight rephrase, depression isn't weakness. Just, I guess I like fewer words, no need to talk about storms coming. Just talk about sitting together. We can talk or not talk for hours. Um, it's not terrible. I feel like the sentiment is good. But if someone said this to me, I would probably roll my eyes and go, "What website did you get that off of? What Instagram post did you get that off of?" Um, this one I tried to I I cropped it differently because I wanted to, but I still missed the bottom. Anyway, this post has like 77,000 likes, is what I was trying to include in this one, but I failed. Or wait, was it in this one? No. Don't think you have to try and be anything else for me. It's okay to not be okay. Okay, well, jerk that I am, I'd say, I prefer try to, not try and. But uh that just proves, because I know this was workshopped and written by like intelligent people. That just proves that they're like, let's make it folksy. Let's make it grammatically incorrect because that's the way people talk. No, but anyway, I like the part in bold. It's okay to not be okay. Like, I love that. Um, it's like not being okay. No one is fully okay, and um, actually, it's a nice sentiment. I was just being a jerk. You don't have to be anything more than what you are for me. It's okay to not be okay. Actually, I love that one. I love that one. I just got distracted by try and because it's a peeve of mine. I know it's common, but if you say, I'm going to try and get better, then you're saying you're doing two things. One, you're going to try, and the other is you're going to get better. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the and it's just it started out the expression is I'm going to try to do something, and the colloquial is try and oh my gosh. And you wonder why I'm depressed because like grammar can send me into a tailspin. Moving on. You are so much more than your mind is telling you. Depression is a liar. Okay, so like that wouldn't, that's okay, but I don't personify things. So there's a lot going on in there. I'm separate from my mind, and depression might be a whole third thing. I mean, I guess depression is my mind. Depression is in my mind. Depression is a liar. I don't, I don't believe in. Again, I like the simplest language. So I think you could restate this. Um, yeah, I mean, and then finally, this one, if this had ever been said to me, I would have interpreted as a threat. I'm not leaving your side. We're in this together. Again, it's like till death do us part. What's the deal? It it is a impossible promise. Um, I'm not leaving your side. Again, I think it's symbolism because are you saying you're going to sit there forever? Because I will go nuts. Um, I'm your friend till the end. I'm your friend forever. I'm here for you. But then again, we're in this together. Are we? Are you feeling as shitty as I'm feeling? I would just say don't overpromise things. Don't use flowery language. Say a lot of these concepts, but say them truthfully and unadorned. Um, so this was written by the Depression Project. I don't know them, but they have 1.2 million followers. And then it was shared by Impact, which has 1.3 million followers, and I follow them. I guess I'll go to this while I finish the rest of my talk. Um, I'm not downing them, and this is the other thing that I wanted to circle back around to. I was describing what I think would work for me. And the point of that is to say that there is no one size fits all um, toxic positivity. Toxic, that's strong, but let's say forced false positivity. That, why have forced answers? It's so social media. And I'm doing this on the internet. So naturally, what's my problem? But yeah, I don't believe in one size fits all answers, and it's part of the reason why I do rambling videos. Because that's what's necessary to be true and real. Um, but at the risk of I've been I've been spending time uh, learning about I'll just say people who are not like me. I I strive to learn about people who are not like me, and so that includes the people I watch on YouTube and follow, and so um, uh, and lately I've been following a bunch of people who are trans and non-binary, and so I've got 9 non-binary like in my head, and as just a term. And a few weeks ago on my now this, if I had had this prepared, then I would have been ready. But that way, I have written. I think I talked about it in a previous video too about how I am striving not to be an either or person, but more of an and person. And so, uh, even though I know what non-binary refers to, I would say that um, in so many things we need to break out of binary thinking, good and evil, like pure good, pure evil. um, so I'll have more to say about that in the future, but I just wanted to tack it on at the end of this tacky video to say that just because I'm criticizing these groups, I'm sure that they do good work and that their intentions are good. I am trying to kind of give a nuance from the perspective of someone who has struggled with depression, and also to show that like easy answers, nah, um, but but I also don't. It seems that we're so used to calling out, and so when something happens online, and then there's a piling on, especially like Twitter, um, but also life. So suddenly something's like just really wrong and needs to be called out, and that's not the intention of what I'm doing. I think I posted, this will be because of the orientation. I guess this is going to be my second video on YouTube, and I already have a hate comment on my. Well, I'd rather not. But anyway, I mean, like I probably have 15 views and a hate comment. So and it's very. I haven't done research, but I just glanced at the notification and I was like, oh, this is like very spammy and probably a bot. But so that is not what I'm trying to engage in. I'm not trying to tear any of those groups down or any of that advice down. I'm trying to add nuance. That's what I live for, because I don't believe in binary answers to things. I believe in a lot of mess. And the only things that to me are simple in life is the simple pleasures of joy, love, caring, trying to be good and help each other, and not trying to be a jerk. So uh, I suppose if I'm going to start branding my content, I could end with my little tagline, which is where the name of this comes from. Sounds like humanism, written human is some. None of us have all the answers, but each of us have some, and human is some. Why is it time to me like that?